Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello all those members and new members alike, and welcome to a members only video. Trying to get some of these done every now and again, just so that you can say, yeah, I got so much for my $1.99. It was so worth it. I know sometimes I can be slack. I can be moany and whiny and just not on the ball, and anybody that knows me knows I can whine and moan with the best of them. So I'll try not to do that, and I'll try to just, I don't know. First things first, right? This is another Ingham rundown, by the way, just as we know. You probably already know by the title, but anyway. But first things first, before we get on to anything else, I'd like to say a big, massive, humongous happy birthday to Haley, who is turning, I can't tell you how old she's turning because she will probably hit me, and, you know, I don't want to be hit. So, happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely day, and yeah, if anybody else wants a birthday shout out, you know, you're gonna have to tell me, because I'm not a mind reader. You know, all I need is you to send me your date of birth, your date, your age at your next birthday, and everything. That's all I need, so that I can, you know, out you. But seriously, if I don't know your date of birth, then or not, I don't need. Oh, Jesus Christ. Your birthday day, the day of birth, day. I don't need your date of birth, honestly. Although it helps because it makes me able to narrow it down to. Anyway, I'm talking about birthdays, and that's not what you're here for, is it? So, Inghams, what have they been up to? The last week has been the sensation. You know what I've noticed with most of the vlogs they put up in this past week? It is the fact that most of them have been hugely longer videos. There's been, I think there was a 36-minute, 37, and then 37 minutes all in a row, and I don't feel like that's a coincidence. Or see, the longer videos that they put out, the more ads they'll get in, and the more ads they can potentially get people to watch. Now, I can't talk about people watching ads, because obviously all YouTubers, they want people to watch their ads. It's just an observation, that's all. And it seems like Mr. and Mrs. Ingham, they need a bit more money than, you know. So, yeah, one of the first vlogs, they did it was one big ad. If you remember, it had Isla on the front of the thumbnail, and she was crying, and the title was making Isla cry for tea. No, it was something like surprise present brought tears or some crap, right? And on the vlog, they made Isla cry for views and money and an ad. The whole thing was an ad. This was the bit that got me, was the fact that it was an ad, and it made Isla cry, whether or not they were real tears or whether or not it was faked, like acting. It was still wrong, because it's your 10-year-old daughter, and you are making her act crying for an ad on your vlog. It was ridiculous and sad and a little bit sick, I would say. Definitely. but they were gifted the, what did Sarah say, the best bottles that they've ever had, the best bottles ever, even more special than the bottles that they were selling themselves recently. You know, the absolute best bottles at the time, but these surpassed them. These are the best bottles that they've ever had. What can I say? Sarah went out for a mummy-daughter date with her 17-year-old daughter. Yep, the mummy-daughter. They went to the cinema. Sarah was scared. They went to see a movie. I can't remember what the movie was. This is how little I was paying attention, because it was just like, you know, so insanely boring. But they went to see a movie. I don't know what it was. I got the feeling it was a Christmas movie. It was Christmas based with a scary twist, or that could have been another movie. I don't know, right? Someone out there probably knows what the movie was, and I don't. I'm sorry. Okay. Sarah, though, said she was scared. She was hiding behind her popcorn. It was so scary. The jump scares is what she said. There kept being jump scares. Okay, sir. Okay. But yeah, they finally managed to finish the playroom, which was, I still don't know what it looked like. Again, these vlogs have been going in one ear and out the other most of the week, because they've been so boring. But they did the playroom, and they painted the walls. Well, painted over the wall. I don't know why they're doing the playroom again, right? This is my issue. I don't know why they have been doing the playroom over again instead of just leaving it as it is, because it was fine. It was, yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe it wasn't what they wanted it to be, but they have other rooms that they could be doing. You know, just leave it alone now. And they're taking out the old table, Jace's little table, and they're storing it away, I think. But my issue here is that surely Mila is going to be old enough to use that table fairly soon, isn't she? She's like 18 months nearly, something like that. Anyway, yeah, they've got big plans because Sarah, that's all Sarah has to do all day is just plan stuff, because it's the vlog content. That's all she does all day. My thing is just, why are you bothering? You're not there. You're never ever there, and there's no point to it. Why have this really amazing playroom where everything is so, you know, you've got this in this corner, you've got the reading corner, you've got the quiet corner, you've got the maths corner, and it's like, why are you trying to dictate your children's playtime? Let them just go in the playroom and play with whatever they want to play with. You know, just it's all for vlog content. That's the only reason they're doing it, as is with the kitchen renovation. I don't know if it's much of a renovation. What are they doing to it? They're doing this wall thing, media wall. It's supposed to be media wall, but it's not a media wall. It's now a black wall, or it's dark blue. Anyway, it's a wall. And what they did was they painted round yeah, they painted round the TV, so when they took the TV off, there was just a big slab of like white bit where they hadn't painted. Why would you do that? If you're going to paint anything, you take things off, don't you? And then you paint it, and then you put things back on. Not the Inghams, though. No, that would be too sensible. Halloween came along. They had a Halloween special, and it was really good. It was really well edited by Chris. He had all the effects, all the spooky noises, the spooky sound effects and everything. It was brilliant. But Chris dressed up, and I don't know, it's a little bit, I don't know why he was dressed up. What was he dressed up as? It was a black and white suit with a black bag on his head. Why put a black bag on your head? Sarah did make a point to say, don't try this at home, it's not safe. But, why put it on the vlog anyway? Just take it off. Seriously, take it off. But, yeah, this is the Inghams and their how not to do life, basically. But the big question of the day is, did they actually go out when they went to the Halloween? They said they went trick-or-treating, and they left the door open, the gate open for anybody to pop by, If only I'd known, I would have made a special trip. Only joking, because, but did they actually go trick-or-treating? They said they came back, and when they came in the door, they dropped the basket full of sweets and chocolates, but it did look very staged, the way the chocolates were just left lying there. It didn't look like they'd just been dropped. It looked like they'd been placed. So why would you do that? It's very odd. They came back to a new dog, and again, this story is a bit off, right? There's a dog without a lead on, and it came round the back and was pawing at the back windows, the bifolds, the doors, right? And they were getting to know the dog and everything, and then apparently they posted onto the local community Facebook page, and then somebody came along and took it back. I'm sure Sarah said something like, and it was no surprise who picked it up, and then didn't say who it was. So it was like, are we supposed to know? Because we don't know who lives nearby you. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was just my hearing. That's what I heard. I listened to it a couple of times, but anyway, they've now gone off to Blackpool with their Nana Jean for a trip of a lifetime, because of course we all know that Nana Jean couldn't get, she is the only person in the history of the world to be denied insurance, travel insurance, for going to Greece, because whatever is the matter with her is so severe that no company was going to take a risk on her. None. Now, notwithstanding the fact that even people on death's door can still get travel insurance, it's just, what's happened obviously is the fact that the amount that was quoted is not an amount that Sarah and Chris were willing to pay. Obviously, that everybody knows that is the reason. It's, nobody gets turned down, but they do get quoted a very high amount. So if you want to pay it, then you pay it. If you don't, then you do what Chris and Sarah did. You take it to Blackpool. But yes, they said that they wanted to go to Blackpool in order to go and see the illuminations, but they, like, the first vlog went up yesterday and they didn't do the illuminations. Why not? Why didn't they go? If that's the main reason why they've gone there, why didn't they go there? And they seemed to go shopping. That was it. Chris went to buy some Converse shoes for Sarah as a surprise, and the other Sarah and the girls were off in Primark, I think, and then they met up and it was dark. I mean, what the hell had they been doing all day that all we saw was Chris going through a shopping centre, came out and it was dark? So, don't know. Sounds exciting. They also went to the arcade though, obviously, and they were on the 2p machines, which they love to do. See, I don't get this. Maybe it's just me. It probably is just me, actually. But when I used to do the 2p machines, I used to do it with sole intention of trying to get more 2p back. But these seem to be doing it with the intention of trying to get the little toys, which I never had much interest in, because they're just cheap crap toys and they're not worth the amount of money that you put in to get back. Anyway, probably just me, but that was my thing. And that was it, basically. That was the entire week's worth of Ingham vlogging, and we have another exciting week coming up with more Blackpool vlogs. And yeah, so thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. Remember to give it a thumbs up. You may as well. But most of all, thank you for your continued support and your membership. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Take care, and bye-bye.